to the 1875 Lady in Waiting channel. If you've just found us, we're really glad you did. If you've come back, we're especially happy that you've come back for another visit. Our goal today, I want to tear out that staircase behind me. I want to get it all cleaned up, and then maybe, if we've got some time left, we'll flip sides of the hall and start in the other staircase. This is a huge step. We get the 2 staircases done and we are finished upstairs. So buckle up, it's going to be a dirty ride. Well, I cleared some of the lath out on this side so I could get some light in here, but I wanted to kind of give you an idea of, when I say there's structural issues, there are huge structural issues. What we're looking at right here is my stairwell hole. See, there's the downstairs, up into here. This gap that we are looking through, if I can get my shadow out of the way so maybe you can see it, these are the studs that should run all the way to the floor. There's one over there, there's another one up in there, there's one right here, and this, what you see as the horizontal member there, that is the planking that is on the other side of the wall. This piece right here that's running in the opposite direction, and this one right here that's got that insulator attached to, those are the floor joists for the second floor. The only thing holding those floor joists up are those great big nails that they've got nailed through that 2x4 into that floor joist. Whenever they did this, you can see how much it's sagging. If I can get the camera at the right angle here, you can see that the whole thing is just sagging. So there's no doubt of why the floors are as wavy as they are. Over here is where it begins. I got a stud there on the corner, I've got one there, and I've got one there that almost lines up. It looks like they put a little top plate on there and then tried to stick that on there, but actually that whole top plate is lifting up as well. And so this is what I run into everywhere I turn. People keep going, do you have to take all the plaster off? And yes, I do. We've got to uncover all of this. So if I go back up here to the top, this is the planking. This planking. So from here where it's attached over to that edge, and then across the rest of that opening, this is acting as one huge cantilever. It's holding up the ceiling joist, it's holding up the floor joist, it's holding up itself, and there's nothing supporting it all the way across there. These are the kind of issues that we keep running into, and we've run into at every junction of disassembling this house. And these are the things that we're going to fix to make sure she's still here you know, another 100 years from now, another 150 if we're lucky. But, you know, it does say something for the strength of the old growth timbers that they used. I don't know what it says about, you know, everybody talks about old world craftsmanship and all that kind of stuff. Well, I'm wondering if I didn't have, you know, the old world con artist, because those existed as well. But for the most part, this house is exactly like what you see right there. It's just been cut apart, put back together in any which way they wanted to go with it. And here we go. So here's what we did today. We did meet our goal. I got this stairwell. It's 95% done. Got from the ceiling, all the way down to the landing down there, and that's all right. I'll get that landing when I start downstairs. But we did get this side done. Then we moved across the hall and started on this staircase. We got the biggest majority of it done. At least we got all the ceiling down to the landing. Got most of this wall done. Most of this wall down so far. Since I like to make sure I've got everything cleaned up when I leave out of here at the end of the day, well, I always try to stop and make sure I've got enough time to get everything cleaned up. So as you can see, we got her all cleaned up all the way down the steps. That's where I wanted to stop. And not surprised to anyone at this point in time. This side looks just exactly like the other side. The 2x4s have just been cut off. The floor joists are just nailed to those 2x4s, hanging on for dear life with a couple of probably 20 penny nails. They got a pretty good size head on them. So they're probably all the way through that original 2x4 and most of the way through that 2x6 floor joist there. But they're hanging on for dear life. We've got at least 3 here, more than likely 4, 5, or 6, as that staircase goes all the way to the wall on this side. It's just baffling why someone would do this and not try to support it in some form or fashion. But they didn't. We're here today. We're going to fix it. Actually, this one is a little better. It's got a cross brace I can see in it that they tried to cross brace it, but that may have been part of the original house, because that was the original outside corner. So that cross bracing may have been in there since the time the house was actually built. But it's just a mess. But we did get our goal. It's a good day. We got further than what we wanted to do. Didn't get as far as we hoped we'd get, but we got most of it. So all in all, good day. And we'll come back here the next day and we'll keep on working.